Yo! Let's try this again. It's like the fourth time that I've done this. This is a very long video. The original is it's like 30 minutes. That's probably going to make this one even longer. I'm going to do some commentary. We're back here with old Poppa GJ, Sheriff Grady Judd from Polk County, Florida, with another press conference on another big drug bust. So I'm using his video under fair use because I'm going to be criticizing this punk ass. And let's get right into it. I'm eating oatmeal,
What's going up, guys?
so excuse the slurping.
Come on. We'll get in here tight so we can. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with me today. We first want to introduce our partners in this extensive investigation that's gone on for quite a period of time. John Vecchio is with us today. He's the Assistant Special Agent in charge from the Tampa office of FDLE, and he'll be speaking in just a minute. We have Captain Garcia from the Haines City Police Department, Assistant Chief Brian Dorman from the Bartow Police Department, Lieutenant Black from the Lake Wells Police Department. We also have Glenn Lindell. He is the patrol agent in charge for Border Patrol, our federal partners. I so much appreciate them being with us. The prosecutor that's in charge of filing these charges is Nicole Orr from Brian Haas's office. But I can tell you, if it weren't for these wonderful folks and their agencies and us all working together, this case couldn't have happened. But that's what we do in law enforcement and in this community.
Is conspire at any cost against whoever we're after. Now, every time I watch one of these, they kind of just make me mad through the whole thing. That's why it's taken me a while to get this one done. I probably should have just kept all the ones that I did before and just edited them together, but whatever. I didn't do that, and it's my fault. So, but yeah, he's got a whole political agenda that he's trying to fulfill with this press conference here.
We work with our prosecutor, and Brian Haas is just simply the very best, as well as with our federal partners and our city police departments. And as a result...
And by the way, this is how it goes every time. We are the best. Everybody else are bad guys. Especially if we're the ones that put him in jail. And what kills me is there's nothing to go off of but police reports.
We do remarkable work, and we're about to tell you about that today.
About how great we are.
In addition to that, I want to tell you that I'm going to link in a deep concern I have, the police chiefs have, the state attorneys have, and the other sheriffs around the state.
There's a bill out there that's going to take power away from them. Ooh, look out, you guys.
About this quote-unquote low-level, non-violent bill that Senator Brandes has filed, 300 pages. So I want you to keep that in mind as we go through this presentation today, so you can get a snapshot of what he's saying and what's really happening. Let's go back and understand that we named this Operation Meth Death Peddler. And the reason for that is very simple. Senator Brandes wants you to think that when he wants to reduce minimum mandatories on drug trafficking, when he wants to reduce the sentencing from serving 85% of your 65% sentence, that it's simply low-level, nonviolent offenders. But let me give you this data. There were 68 methamphetamine-related deaths in Polk, Hardy, and Highlands County, the 10th Judicial Circuit, in 2017, which is the last complete year we have data for. And I'm suggesting to you those numbers would have gone up and will go up when we have all of the 2018 data. But maybe Senator Brandis is not aware in the state of Florida, when 2017, the Florida Medical Examiners Commission reports 858 meth-related deaths. That means they either died from methamphetamine overdoses, the residual effects of it, or a combination of other drugs with methamphetamine. 800.
And I'd like to call bullshit on that, because I'd almost be willing to bet that it's not even necessarily meth as the cause of death, but probably anybody that had meth in a toxicology report in the autopsy, they're throwing in this group.
158, almost 900 people died in the last complete year, 2017, and I suggest to you those numbers will go up. And I continue to hear this drumbeat around the state of Florida that this is low-level, nonviolent crime. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want the senators, I want the people that's continuing this drumbeat about low-level, nonviolent crimes to go talk to the family members of that 858 that died in 17.
I would love to talk to the family members of people shot by PCSO and other sheriff's offices in police departments around the state and the nation. Let's talk to them families. I'd love to get some interviews, man. This is crazy. And then I keep finding out more dirt and more crazy shit day by day. So these press conferences really get under my skin.
There's going to be probably that or close to 1,000 that died in 18, and try to convince them that that drug is nonviolent, because I know it is and you know it is. So let's go to our investigation. This started back in 2016 when we learned that Ascension, he's up here on the top left, Nahara, was moving multi-kilos of methamphetamine. In 2017, we advanced the next year that we learned that Martin Delgado, who is here in the pink, was also a multi-kilo dealer of methamphetamine in Polk County. In 2018, on 5 separate occasions, our detectives working together and the HIDTA task force served 5 search warrants, and mostly on these folks in the blue who were dealing in ounces of methamphetamine. And all this time, we're trying to make...
I'd really love to know who did all the talking for this to unfold, because I don't believe this is strictly all due diligence on the side of law enforcement.
Inroads into our main targets. And then between January and March of 2019, we got a huge break. We were able to do a deep dive with our colleagues and our partners here. And
trying to do a deep dive on you right now, pimpin'.
This deep dive investigation led to the people in the pink. And I want you to see them, because not only was Ascension the leader of the group, but all of those people in the pink were dealing multi-kilos of methamphetamine. Multi-kilos. So we started this investigation and we identified another 30 people that were involved in the recent investigation. Now, we want to tell you that altogether, we made 44 arrests. We seized 50 pounds of meth, street value $1.4 million, and we seized 4 firearms. I love it.
I love how you're holding these guns in front of all these people of the media. I mean, granted, they are zip-tied and shit, but still, if a citizen were to hold a gun like this in front of law enforcement officer. God, can you imagine the consequences?
Love it when people tell us this is low-level, nonviolent crime.
Look at this guy. He's a fucking clown, bro.
They're just
Jesus.
gun collectors, I guess. They just happen to have firearms, and one of them was armed.
Well, see, here's the thing. What a lot of people aren't thinking about is you put a prohibition on something like substances that people want to put into their body. You create a black market for that. There are armored cars driving around using guns to protect money for people's other business interests. This is another business interest. I'm not condoning what these people are doing, but you have to kind of understand that if these people are going to be dealing with millions of dollars worth of product, that people on the streets, somebody out there wants it. So this whole drug war is just a bunch of bullshit.
When our detectives and our high task force members took him down. He had a gun in his pocket while he was dealing 2 kilos of meth.
And if he didn't have the gun in his pocket while he was dealing 2 kilos, like, again, I'm not condoning it, but you have to understand that they are protecting a business interest at the same time.
I love it when they tell us that this drug doesn't kill people. And it's killing hundreds of people a day. I mean, hundreds of people a year in the state of Florida. And it's killing thousands and thousands and thousands of people across the United States every year. And they want to tell us this is a nonviolent, low-level, not serious drug. They're lying to the public. They're absolutely, unequivocally lying to the public. I digress.
First of all, I wonder if he actually wrote that down. I digress. I suspect that he's lying about a whole bunch of shit right here to the public. Hands down. Like, no questions asked.
But let me go on.
Yeah, let you.
And 9 of these folks are in the country illegally. 9 of them. Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, he's just trying to embrace all that public empathy. I really hope this guy doesn't run for governor. I have to get the fuck out of this state if that's the case.
I'm going to show you his photograph up close. A Session is in the country illegally. And I'm also going to talk about, and you'll see their pictures up here, Jose Chavez and Pablo Valdez. They're not only in the country illegally, they just got here 2 months.
Pablo. Ugh. He's gonna hang everybody out to dry now. You know, he's already spoke about how great him and all his colleagues are, and now he's gonna make everybody else out to be pieces of shit. You'll see how it goes.
Ago. So they didn't waste any time coming here and dealing multi-kilos of methamphetamine.
He said they'd been here,
So when
just
they
got here
tell
2 weeks
you
ago.
these folks are coming here for a better life, well, I'm certain there is a whole lot of them that are.
Again, I don't condone illegal immigration. I think if you're gonna come to this country, you should do it legally. But there's always way more to what is going on than Grady Judd and people who write police reports are telling us. And if you think that everything that they're telling you is the truth, then you...
These
Wow. You already know.
are coming here to destroy lives of people in the United States with their methamphetamine. And some of them, heck, just got here as little as 2 weeks ago. Last week, the Hillsborough Sheriff's Office did a press conference, and they called it Ice Cubes.
Ooh, another cute name. What is it? Project Meth Death Peddlers? Project Ice Cubes? They have a whole bunch of them with little catchy names. This shit is crazy, man. And to get on here and talk like you never make mistakes, you never do anything wrong, everyone else is the ones who do all the wrong doing and breaking the law and only are the only ones who violate. Come on. People got to know better than that shit. They're human beings just as much as we are. They want us to try to see them as human beings when it comes to their safety, but they act like robots. I think on that note, I'm going to make a part 2 to this one as well. I don't want to put you through that much torture. He's a lot to listen to, especially a whole half hour on one setting. I got a lot of footage I got to edit, but I'm always trying to get out there and film. So try to stay busy when I'm not working. Stay tuned. Like, subscribe, share. Trying to get to 1,000 still. Y'all help me out. In case I ever need to go live. We'll see you on the next one. Y'all be easy.